Welcome back everyone. We're back on the bank. You join me on my linear syndicate again, on Unity. It's fairly busy, to be honest. I had sort of 2 free swims to choose from. Luckily there was a guy packing up in the swim I'm in and got chatting to him, and he has had a couple of fish this week, so for me it was a no-brainer to come in here, knowing that the fish have visited this area. But it's warmed up massively, the water. It's now 14 degrees. It was 11 last time I was here. And this weekend's got to be absolutely lovely. They're saying 20 degrees today, although there's no sun, but it's still lovely and warm. I'm going to just check the spot, as the spots can weed up in here. I know of a spot in here where I've caught from before. So I'm just going to check that, see if it's still there. I'm going to give them a little bit of bait, as I'm feeling really confident this weekend. I think there's a few on the cards to be had. It's looking absolutely prime. So I'm going to finish this coffee, get the rods out, get a bit of bait out, and fingers crossed I'll be back soon to show you something. So, just going into the first evening, the rods are absolutely bang on the spot. The bait went bang on as well. I had to just wait for the wind to drop a little bit. I got a, not bad, but a northeasterly sort of blowing across me, and it's sort of like 22, 25 mile-an-hour gusts, and just play a little bit of havoc. So I just had to wait for that to drop off, and so I could get absolutely bang on. But I've just put my tea on. I've got a nice easy one tonight. Just got a pizza. I'm going to sit back and watch the water. And hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll be back soon with something to report. So, we are off the mark. Only a small one, probably like 12, 13 pounds, something like that. But we got this absolutely bitter northeasterly wind. My hands are absolutely freezing. This carp's a lot warmer than what my hands are, that's for sure. But this is a great start. We're still really early on in the session. I'm not 100% sure what the time is, but like I said, an absolutely fantastic start. So I'm going to get this one slipped back now, and I'm pretty confident there's a few more to show you. Fingers crossed. Good morning, and what a beautiful morning it is. Admittedly, the wind is a little bit cold. We got a northeasterly wind and it's cooling off a little bit, but the sun's out. It's absolutely glorious. As you would have seen, I'm off the mark. Only a small one, but it's a start. Hopefully that's going to give me something to build on, and we can continue to nick a few fish this session. It looks good for it. It's just like I said, that wind is just keeping the temperatures down a little bit, but I'll spin you around just so you can have a look. It's absolutely glorious this morning. Absolutely lovely out here. Beautiful sunshine. Hopefully, it's not going to be long before I'm holding another one up for you all to see. Well, it's been a bitter cold day today. This wind is absolutely Baltic. But in the last hour, I've probably seen 5 or 6 shows. And I was literally just watching the water. The bobbins just pulled up tight and just sat there. We're in the carp number 2. So I'm going to concentrate a minute, hopefully get this one in. I'll be back in a bit to show you. Get in. Wow, check this one out. £20 on the nose. And as I was saying, when I was playing this one, fish just started showing just behind my spot, probably 5 to 10 rats behind. And then sort of 15, 20 minutes later, the middle rod was away, just literally pulled up tight, just held there, hit into it. I've landed this absolutely lovely fully at £20 on the nose. Happy days. We're gonna get a few pictures, getting slipped back. And fingers crossed I'll be back very soon to show you another one. As we're moving through April now, water temperature is warming right up. As you can see, it's now up to 14.2. The daylight hours have got longer and the water temperatures are warming right up. Absolutely love this time of year. Carp are waking up now, they're starting to really show themselves. Just a little update going into the second evening. I've had 2 now, which I'm fairly happy with, because this lake is still fishing super tough. But today I must admit I have seen more shows. Some behind my spot, like 5 to 10 wraps behind me, but a lot to my right. I've seen a lot of shows in the last like 2 hours to my right, like loads. So it looks like they seem to have moved on this cold wind, but I think there's still a good chance to have another bite or 2 tonight. So like I said, I've had 2 now. But I've just put the rods back out, put a bit of bait back over the top. I'm going to get my tea on now. I've got some barbecue chicken wings and some chicken skewers and stuff tonight. So a bit of barbecue food really, which I'm looking forward to. So I'm going to sit back, just watch the water as the last little bit of light fades. And fingers crossed, I'll be back through the night with something to show you. If not, I'll give you a little update in the morning. Well, what an absolute bar of gold. Check that one out. 32.4, biggest one of the session, and the first 30 of the year for me. The night's still fairly young, so hopefully there's another one like this out there. Still these bitterly northerly winds, but they seem to be getting their heads down and having a feed, so happy days. Gonna get a few pictures, get this one slipped back. Wow, good morning. What another lovely morning it is. Glorious sunshine again. The wind is still a little bit cold, still got a northeasterly, but it is dying out a bit more as the day goes on, so I'm hoping it won't be so cold today. Because over the other side, they seem absolutely lovely, because obviously they've had their tops off and everything. Over here, it's been Baltic. Fortunately, I couldn't get on that side when I turned up because it was all full, so. But it is what it is. I may stay on tonight. I will have to be off early for work in the morning, but obviously I've done 2 nights now, and I've had both nights I've had a fish a night, so I think it's worth staying on and hopefully nicking another one. And obviously I nicked one yesterday afternoon, so there's still a chance of another fish or 2, I think. Fingers crossed anyway. I'm just going to sit here now, just drink this coffee. I will put up a picture of this the fish I had last night, because it was an absolute stunner. Complete bar of gold, lovely fish. So like I said, I will put up a picture so you can actually see, as the footage don't do it justice, is what it was. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna sit here, drink this coffee, just watch the water, and fingers crossed I'll be back very soon with another one to show you. Just thought I'd run you through the rig I'm using this session. My ever faithful Slip D Ronnie, about 6 inches long, and then I have a 12mm mainline pineapple pop-up, and that is heavily soaked in isotonic and pineapple goo. And I just sort of core the bottom out and insert a little bit of putty just to make it into a wafter, and that just saves me carrying sort of loads of pots of hook baits, and I've either got a pop-up or a wafter, whatever I want to suit my situation that I'm fishing over. And that's what's done me all the bites on this session. I was just about to put some dinner on, and I have had an absolute screamer. So about an hour and a half ago, I put out sort of 4 spoms in the hope that it would just bring the fish back over me and I would get a bite, and that is exactly what's happened. That this one is not happy. He doesn't feel too bad, actually. There's a lot of ghosties in here and they absolutely tear off, so I'm wondering if it's one of them, because this one is just completely flat rodded me when I hooked into it. So yeah, so I took a fair bit of line off me, so I'm going to concentrate, hopefully get this one in, and I'll be back very soon to show you. It wasn't the ghosty I thought it was, but it's a proper hard fighting mirror at £28. Absolutely stunner. Proper lovely dark one, this one. And just goes to show that putting those few spoms out worked and got me that bite. So I'm going to get a few pictures of this one, slip him back, and hopefully there's a few more to be had. One last look at him before we send him on his way. Absolutely stunning. £28 of hard fighting mirror. Happy days. Let's get him back. I am going to stay on tonight. I have got to be off ready for work in the morning, but I feel that the early pack down is going to be worth it, as I feel like there's another bite on the cards, as I have had one every night so far, so I think it could be worth it. I'm just waiting for this wind to drop off a little bit just so I can wind the rods in, redo them, 3 fresh rigs, and put a bit of bait over the top. And that consists of boilie, hemp, corn, a bit of pellet, a bit of rock salt, and then a good helping of the Cell Smart rig in the hope that that's going to pull all the fish down to the spot and they're going to have a little feed. It hasn't been as cold today. It's still a northerly wind, but it's not as cold as what it was yesterday. Yesterday that wind was absolutely bitter. Although the sun was out, it was still really cold and it was right in my face. But it's been a lot warmer today. They haven't showed as much as yesterday. Yesterday they put on a hell of a show, and today I've only seen sort of maybe 3 or 4. But I'm still feeling confident that there's another bite in it for me. So like I said, I'm just going to wait for this wind to drop, just so I can get everything absolutely bang on, because on this lake, the tighter you are, the neater you are, the better the chance you got for a fish or two. So I'm just going to wait for this to drop off, get it all done, get all the rods redone, just sit back and wait. And hopefully it's not going to be too long for I'm back to show you another one. As it has been a fairly good session. I've had 4, and the lake has been fishing really tough. So even if I don't have any more, I'm well happy with how it's gone. I've had my first 30 of the year, which was a lovely 32 common and a lovely, stunning, real hard fighting mirror of 28. So I can't grumble. In all honesty, I've had a great session. So if nothing else happens, I can go home happy. Well, staying on has paid off. We have one of the lake's ghosties. He's not happy, he's proper kicking off. He put up a hell of a fight. As I was saying, one of the lake's ghosties at 27.4. The night's still young. There's every chance we've got time for one more before I've got to get off for work. This one's proper kicking off, so I'm going to get some quick pictures, getting slipped back, and you never know, I could be back again with another one to show you. If not, I'll just give you a little update before I'm off for work in the morning. Happy days. Well, it was well worth staying. It is proper kicked off this morning. I have 3 in them 2 nets. Probably going to make me late for work, but who cares when the action's packed like that. So I'm just going to quickly get these out, get these pictured, show you. I need to get packed down because I need to get off for work. Well, what a crazy bit of action. I'm meant to be now packing up for work, but it just went a bit mad. Literally all 3 rods went. This one probably 22, 23. Absolutely crazy. I'm going to get a few pictures, get this one slipped back. I'll be back to show you the next one. Well, this is fish number 2 of the 3. Lovely one at 27.2. I think this takes a total to 7 now, and I've got 1 more in the net, which does look slightly bigger, but I only had a quick glance. As I said, I am late, so I have got to get off, but again, I'm going to get a few pictures of this one, getting slipped back, and I'll get the other one out to show you. Well, I'm not going to lie, I'm absolutely gutted. I've got to pack up and get to work, but needs must. I have to get to work. But check this out. Fish number 8 at 31.6. Absolute brute of a mirror. Just goes to show, when they turn up on you fishing over bait, nice and tight, you can have multiple hits. As that was literally 3 in very quick succession. Literally all 3 rods went in, well, one after another really. But this is me going to wrap up the session now. I have got to get packed down because I am definitely late now. But I just want to thank everyone that's watched this one. I hope you enjoyed it. So I've had great fun making this one, and I will see you on the next one.